Anyways, my camera shut off. I've got to clean out. I got to delete tons of photos and videos and stuff. Anyways, so the PPI, I quit the PPI, and now I do digestive enzymes. And my GERD and acid reflux isn't an issue. So you can say, well, maybe you were misdiagnosed, maybe this, that, the other thing. I don't know. Like, anyways, I don't want to make this video all about that, but so that's gone too. That's fixed. That's not really an issue because I manage it with these cheap enzymes. So you usually go through 2 bottles of those, 60 in each bottle. Usually 1 or 2 with each meal. So yeah, so I weaned off all the medications to try to see where my health was at, because I needed to know if the medications were making me sick, and they were. They were making me sick in many, many ways. And then what was I left with? I removed all the medications and all these disorders went away. Like 10 health issues went away. And I was left with the original health issue, which is, complex PTSD, anxiety, same thing, and the sleep issue. And the sleep issue was misdiagnosed as anxiety, as PTSD, as depression. And so had I not weaned off all the medications, I probably wouldn't have any proper diagnosis. It took decades to diagnose the sleep apnea, the narrow airway, and the sleepwalking and sleep eating were caused by the sleep medications. Severe respiratory depression was made worse by the medications. Was it caused by medications? Who knows? But you got to realize I'm not dealing with receptive doctors. I'm dealing with a system now that is resentful and not wanting to work with me now because I figured out so much, all this stuff. So I'm working with resistant providers who don't want to work with me because, like, as a patient, you have this idea in your head, like you're so excited to have figured this stuff out. You expect the system to be happy for you, and like you expect medical providers to be positive that you've gotten yourself off all these medications. You've figured you've done so much for yourself. This was more than 10 years of hard work getting off these medications, like hard work, suffering, and 2 of the medications almost took my life. I fought and fought for my life. I was almost killed weaning off of 2 of these medications. This was a fight for my life. For the past, it's been a fight for my life for 15, 20 years. So you've come this far. So much good has happened. You've gotten rid of so many problems by weaning off the medications. You expect the healthcare system to be with you, to be on your side. And to your shock, you're working with resentful people. I don't mean my family doctor, but now you've got all these people who, contributed to all of that for years. I had a doctor treating me for severe PMDD for years. I was sick from the treatment. I was sick from all the hormones that were shutting all the drugs that were shutting my hormones off. I'm being treated for sleepwalking. I'm being treated for sleep eating. I'm being treated for stuff that was caused by drugs. I'm being treated for disorders by specialists that, unbeknownst to them, that were caused by drugs. I'm paying counselors and psychologists thousands and thousands of dollars to try to help me figure things out. When I'm paying people to assess me for ADHD, and I'm paying like so much of this was drug induced. And so there's a lot of resentful people, which is sad because, you think like these are professionals. Like you expect high integrity and you expect an apology and let's move on. Like, congratulations, you figured it out. All these things went away. You know what it's like? You know how awful it is to be depressed? What if someone could snap their fingers or take you off a medication and that depression is gone? Depression is a beast. PMDD is a life-threatening beast. Seasonal affective disorder is a life-threatening beast. So for me to say these disorders are gone, it's like these disorders are demons. These are horrible, evil disorders. No one should be minimizing someone's depression. Depression is a terrible, horrible thing. For that to be gone, for PMDD to be gone, for seasonal affective disorder to be gone, is miraculous. And you've fought so hard to help yourself and done all these amazing things, only to find out that people are resentful. The system is resentful because of how your story worked out, because so much of it was being caused by medications. So it's shocking for me. It's disappointing. I'm continually disappointed to see like vindictive behavior that, I mean, there's probably people that are embarrassed by what happened. But and yeah, weaning off the last 2 medications almost killed me. I'm still suffering from the effects, of those 2 medical injuries. So where am I at now? Decades later, where am I at now? I am 6 years off of all the medications, all daily medications except for thyroid. I'm exhausted. It's not depression. It's nothing emotional. I don't sleep. So for decades, I didn't sleep. Undiagnosed sleep apnea, decades of sleepwalking, sleep eating, respiratory depression. Now, fought to get properly diagnosed. I was on CPAP faithfully for 7 years, totally exhausted, just falling down, exhausted with the CPAP. SUICIDAL all the time from using CPAP, so tired, never refreshed, so sleep deprived. Waking up brain injured, low oxygen, my head hurts, you know. So now I'm off CPAP for 3 months, 3 or 4 months. I'm so tired I can fall to the ground. I'm sleeping with low oxygen. What's the solution? And now it seems that we're not going to get to a solution to help me because of all the resentment in the system towards me. In my medical records, none of the truth about everything that's happened, none of that is actually in my medical records, what actually happened. I mean, literally, I was diagnosed with 10 different disorders, more than a half a dozen disorders, and other stuff, other medical stuff. None of that, it's not in my records that all those disorders are gone. That's incredible. Everything's minimized to the bare minimum. I can't tell you how miraculous it was for depression, boom, to go away. Brain fog, boom. It was like I couldn't see to the end of the block because of severe brain fog. And it's like someone lifted that fog up and it's never returned after getting off those medications. My memory was gone. There's nothing about this in my medical records. There were Post-it notes on every wall in every room in this house. There were Post-it notes because I couldn't remember anything. Severe memory issues. Cognitively, my mind was gone from the drugs. All these things gone, except I don't sleep and I'm in trouble because I feel like I'm being brain damaged from the sleep deprivation and the low oxygen, right? This will damage your brain. And I'm high risk for a heart attack or stroke from severe long-term sleep deprivation. So now we need to address the real issue, which is I'm not sleeping and I can't breathe at night. But now I'm dealing with resistant doctors because they do not like the way the reality of my medical story, right? So I can't breathe at night. I'm sleeping with low oxygen. I don't qualify for low oxygen. I need low oxygen. Someone's got to pay for it, or I need a trach or a professional oral device. But I'm wearing this oral device at night and my jaw is just killing me. My head hurts. The pain radiates throughout my whole entire head. And I don't know if I don't think it's from the oral device. Blurry vision, my hearing's screwed up. I have Chiari malformation. I think I need a trach, but that's not going to happen here because of the resistance from all the medical providers because they dislike the way everything went down. They dislike the reality of my medical story. See how triggered I get? It's awful. But I feel like I have to tell my story in case I don't survive this. It's awful to be triggered like this. It misrepresents me. Well, it represents the trauma that the medical system has caused me. Severe medical trauma. I don't think this resistant system is going to help me.